All right, guys, we're in Nick's 2016 Procharged Mustang GT. Nick, if you want to tell us a little bit about why you got this car, or what kind of got you into Mustangs?
Well, I've always been a GM guy my entire life. I even actually worked for General Motors at one point in time. Always loved the LS motor, and with the S550 body style when it first came out, definitely caught my eye. I felt Ford had finally came over that hump. They came to an actual. It's a sports car now.
Yes.
And it wasn't a brick. And with the S550, I wanted to jump on it, find something that entertained me. I wanted the Coyote from start. I've always wanted the 5.0 was definitely a good motor for the last few years they've been coming out with, but it wasn't in my price range at the point in time. So I started out with a 15 EcoBoost.
Okay.
Because I thought that would be something fun to play with. And with that, I did the turbo upgrade, meth injection, big intercooler, downpipe exhaust, my airlift suspension, wheels, all that stuff. Made decent power, made around 420, 430 to the wheels. And it was a fun car. After about a year, I ran out of stuff to do. And financially, I felt a little bit more comfortable. So I went to see if I could trade in and get a decent price on a 5.0. And that's when I picked out my Oxford White 16 5-liter that we have here.
So, from when you had the EcoBoost, what did you have done to that one?
With the EcoBoost, the 2015 EcoBoost, I had the MA Performance big turbo kit with the ball bearing turbo. I had MA Performance front mount intercooler. It was tuned by Adam Brunson with Tune Plus. I had a full MagnaFlow catback and meth injection also from Tune Plus. Car made about 420, 430 horse to the wheels. It was bagged on Airlift Performance V2 management with Rotiform SNAs. They were a 20 by 10, 20 by 9, 20 by 10. Car was fun. I definitely miss it. It pulled very well on the highway, made good power. Definitely made me start realizing Ford is definitely making some waves and going in the right direction.
And so you sold the EcoBoost due to the fact that you wanted the 5.0.
Well, not that I wanted the 5.0, but I pretty much ran out of things to do with the EcoBoost. I modded it so fast, and it's not horribly expensive to mod, that I really just ran out of stuff to do within a short period of time. I realized that I could actually afford the 5.0 because the initial purchase of the EcoBoost was because I didn't feel that I could afford the 5.0. So when I realized I could, I decided I would, trade in the EcoBoost, try to get the best deal I could, and upgrade into the 5-liter and decide to have some fun with, a little bit more displacement.
I feel. And when you first got this car, what were your initial plans?
I wanted to go fast, just like anybody does when they get a 5.0. I never thought I was going to Procharge it or boost it at all. I thought maybe I would just have a nice NA setup, make about 500 to the wheels, and I'd be happy. But just like any car guy knows, you're never fast enough. So I just bought it, figured I'd, throw some bags on it, some wheels, do like an intake, exhaust, hopefully make some decent power and have some fun. But shortly after doing headers and exhaust, I decided, well, why not add boost? So I decided to go with a Procharger kit.
And where'd you get your Procharger kit from?
For the most part, all the performance mods I've gotten them through hypermotive.com. Jason with them is a good buddy of mine. He's done very well with me. his company is veteran owned and operated, so he works out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, And with me being a previous vet, he always likes to take care of us and take care of anybody really in general. And he's just overall good guy. So my headers, my exhaust, the Procharger kit itself with the injectors, everything I got straight through Jason at hypermotive.com.
Nice. And going through, your process, obviously you have a wrap on. What made you go with the certain color?
I've always loved purple. I think purple is such a powerful color. Some say it's not very masculine. I think it's more masculine than just about any other color. And it was always hard just finding that right shade of purple. If it gets too dark of a purple, it wasn't appealing to me. Too light of a purple, it becomes pink. Some look a little bit too blue. And then on a friend of mine's car, Filthy Angel from Instagram, she's got a BMW X5, and she had 2 stripes on her car that the purple just popped the day I met her. And I was like, what color is that? We discussed it, and I was like, I've got to get that. And then I went to the local shop out here, Color Bomb, Arizona, and decided with them that I wanted to wrap the whole car in the Arlon Amethyst. And we did, and since then it's been catching eyes everywhere. Everybody seems to love it. I really have not found a single person that doesn't like it. You've had a few people that say, I wouldn't do that to mine,
yeah,
but nobody's ever really said that they didn't like it.
It looks really good, especially with those carbon accents. Did you tell them to do that, or?
No, not at all. That was strictly something that Color Bomb, Steve and Adam over there at Color Bomb decided to do on their own. Through the whole process of the wrap, they kept me updated constantly, daily, sending me pictures of the car, showing me, how far they've come, little teasers for me to post on Instagram. And then all of a sudden they sent me a couple images of the carbon, said, hey, what do you think about this? Do you like it? Do you want us to go with it?
Yeah.
And I thought it was amazing. And I was like, yeah, let's run it. Do whatever you feel is right. Because, they do it for a living. They know it looks good. Mm-hmm. And it just came out amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better job or better customer service out of a company like Color Bomb.
But do you have something about this car that you really like?
My favorite thing I would have to say about this car as a whole is just, I don't know, it almost gives, with the fastback look on this car, it almost gives like that chop top, like classic car kind of thing feeling to me.
Well, and when they did the new body style, they definitely made the car look leaner and, like I said, more sporty. It definitely has a more aggressive kind of tone to the exterior.
Yeah, like from top to bottom, it's more sleek.
Yeah,
and then it's wide in the hips. It just looks like a muscle car.
Yeah.
And it's it's just such a beautiful line. The rear looks very European, but at the same time it's American. It's weird.
Yeah, they definitely found a way to combine the good aspects from like both kind of car cultures.
Right, and that's why it's selling so much. Because my entire life, like I said, I've never been a Ford guy, and this car is catching the attention of so many people just because they came leaps and bounds with this car. It's not a Ford Mustang.
Besides the motor, really,
it's its old new breed.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed you have a wing on the car. What type of wing is that?
The rear spoiler I have in the car is from Cervini's. They had offered me a partial sponsorship with the EcoBoost, and I accepted it, bought just about everything that they had released at that point in time, and it literally took about 6 months for them to get all the products to me. And by that time, I had already, I paid extra to have it painted comp orange to match the EcoBoost, and by the time I'd gotten all the products from them, I'd already gotten rid of the EcoBoost and purchased my 5.0, which was Oxford White before the wrap. So I had to have the rear spoiler repainted Oxford white. So that was a pain, but ended up coming out really good. And then we ended up going with the, obviously the wrap over that as well. Yeah.
Jeez. Well, what's funny is because it kind of went and then it kicked in. How's the Procharger been, I guess?
Good. Procharger's been very well. Still working on the tuning with Lund Performance.
Do you have any specific numbers?
I do not. It hasn't been on a dyno. It's really hard with the fuel that we have out here. It's definitely hard to say.
Yeah.
And right now I'm running 91 octane with an octane booster from Torco. Seems to be running really well. Still got a few more adjustments on the tune we got to do. I need to do one at the track going through the gears, which is going to be a little while because I don't have a tire and I want to die.
Yeah. Definitely.